Mhm. Yeah. Sorry, hey guys, dead air is a waste, as they always say. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to wherever you are. If you're new here, my name is Paul. I run this channel, is the discussion salon, crime, history, and discussions. So, how you all doing this evening? I decided to go a bit live today, a bit earlier, only half hour early, because I'm getting a wee bit tired now. It is 20 to 2 at the moment, and yeah, so seeing what's happening. I've got a guest coming up, and the topic of the day is YouTube threats. Is it all right to threaten somebody on YouTube? Is it all right to go, if that threat is credible, is it all right to go real life on them? This is what we're going to talk about today. But we'll wait till the guest comes in and we'll decide to do this. So how is everybody this evening? I hope you're well. It is. It has been cold, rainy, and wet here. Uh, we've been having really weird weather for September. We've had thunderstorms and mini tornadoes where I am. Well, just near where I am, basically. So just weird weather for September. I don't know what's up with this place. You know, we're supposed in the papers we're just supposed to be getting this hot Indian like summer type thing, and well, we can't really believe the papers, can you? So just having a little chit chat before anything starts. Oh god. If you hear buzzing once again, I do apologise. It's my laptop, so I do apologise for that. So I've had a quick brief through the news. There's nothing much happening out there, especially in Britain. You know, the situation in Lebanon is looking quite perilous at the moment. That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty shocking at the moment. Israel's holding. It looks like Israel's going for a war on two fronts. So yeah, um, other than that, there's nothing much. The person who tried to get Trump is facing a life sentence. So nobody should, no matter who they are, nobody should have that. Nobody should able to take somebody's life like that. So you have to look at something wrong somewhere. Um, Other than that, I'll take the BBC. Britons have been told to leave Lebanon straight away. That's what the Prime Minister's saying now. Is causing more strikes. Um, Ukraine looks to Biden for a Ukraine victory plan. So that's basically the same thing, isn't it? Really. Hey, Liliana. Okay, I've got person waiting here for backstage, and there he is. Hey, Brian. How you doing, mate?
Fantastic. Am I late to the party?
Oh, you're early. I started to do this a bit early. You know, I'm getting a little bit since a long time. I'm getting a wee bit tired. It's like going on for quarter to two.
Oh, okay.
You
I
know?
thought I was. I had saw that you had started, so I'm like, wait a minute. It's not
No, I
8
started
o'clock.
early. I got bored of gaming. I'm doing a bit of gaming and I got bored. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do this.
Hey, Liliana. Hey, Vic. What's up, my dude? Um,
Good.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go change my shirt
Okay,
because I
yeah.
know Vic's gonna make fun of me with my schmedium.
Oh yes, it will. He will.
I'll be right back.
All right, mate.
I'm not gonna put anything fancy on. I'm just telling you, I'm not putting anything fancy on, but I'm just gonna change my
Look,
shirt.
all I want is a tux. Yeah.
Okay, got a tux and a bow tie.
Yeah.
Be right back. Be right back.
Right, mate. So how you doing, Liliana? I hope you're well. Oh, he won't. He'll do that on his channel. He is really bad. It's not even Scottish. It's not even Cockney. I don't know what accent it is. I've tried to replace the accent. So, um, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I am. I'm getting there. Is so yeah. I'm feeling good. Yeah, yep. It is shockingly bad. It really is. It is shockingly bad there. You know, I think I've picked a good topic of conversation for today. YouTube threats, and I think there also could be a sub. Sorry, it could lead on to another subject. When is it okay to go in real life onto people if they continue making threats onto you on YouTube? Is it credible? Are the threats credible? So that's what I'd like to talk about today because there seems to be quite a lot of yeah. No, when I say real life, I don't mean phone up just because somebody said somebody told you to go to somebody swore at you. I mean, to go real life as if somebody threatens you, is it okay to go real life? See, that's wrong, isn't it? That's when the time when you need to answer back to them, Liliana. Um, I'll put the link up on here too. So if somebody wants to come and join this, I mean that's shockingly bad. Hold on. Hey Angel, how's it going, mate? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Like I said, mate, this is going to be a topic of discussion. YouTube threats, are they credible? And if they're credible, is it okay to go real life? Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I can guess who that is. No, that's not what I mean, Liliana. I mean, if somebody is making threats to you that are credible, is it okay to go real life? That is what I mean. So you sorted out now, Brian?
I think so. I mean, this is about as best you're gonna get. So, I mean,
I'm disappointed, mate. I expected the whole dinner jacket, tux, everything, mate.
Hey, but more importantly, not only did I change my shirt, I got my drink.
I got what you drinking today?
This is Bullet.
Oh, I've heard of that. Bullet, yes, I've heard of that. It's supposed to be
And it's
quite
the
good.
Bullet. It's Bullet Rye, which is really, really good.
Yeah, nice.
What's up,
Yeah,
Angel? I see Angel giving me a shout out in the chat. Cheers to
yep.
you, my friend.
Hold on, let me click on him there.
Uh,
There you go.
and by the way, I'm gonna I know you've got some topics, so forgive me, everyone in the chat, if you are saying anything to me. I get on these things. I'm listening to the chat, so I mean to the conversation. So if I get to say anything to you, just jump on the StreamYard and say hello to me on this, and then I'll try to every now and then keep an
Let
eye
me
on the
do
chat
this
as
for
well.
Angel. He's giving me a wrench, so I've got to give him a wrench back.
Liliana, what happened to your ribs? I hope you weren't in an accident, and if you were, it seems like you're on the mend. But I hope you're doing well.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll that up. Oh, Jesus Christ, he started again, isn't he?
Yeah, look at freaking Spike. Look at John B in the chat already. John B.
Liliana. Oh no, Liliana, you can come and join if you really wanted to. You know, I told you. Spiker's got this really bad. It's not even Scottish. It's not even Cockney. It's accent.
It's just gibberish. Bad. It's a bad accent.
It really
You
is.
wankus. Let me get that, you wankus. That's
Yeah,
even worse.
yeah. I made him pronounce the A when you said when you use that word. You got to say the A, even though there
You
is
can't.
no way.
You can't say the A, or you do say the A.
He's got to say the A, but there's no way.
Are you low to me? I mean, it sounds like you're low
Hold on.
than normal.
It may be. Is that better?
Try again. Keep talking.
Is that better? 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's about the same, but it could be me. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Can anybody in the chat tell us what's happening? Is my voice okay? Can you all hear me?
And yeah, let us know, do a sound check and let us know how we sound, please. It's been a while since I've been on these things, so I don't know if I have my settings completely set the correct way and all that stuff.
Well, I can hear you perfect.
Oh, awesome. That's all that matters.
It is all that matters. Okay, so do you want to get this started?
It's your channel. You do whatever you want to do. I'm willing and ready.
Okay, Angel says we both sound fine.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. Internet threats. We've all had them. What can we do about them?
Nothing.
You think nothing? What if they're credible? Is it okay to go real life on them?
Well, I'm not saying it's okay to go real life. What I'm saying is, that's the deadly game you play when you are on social media, right? And it's not just YouTube. I think it's Instagram, it's Twitter, it's whatever social media.
Damn. You okay?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I'm getting to the age where sometimes I just cough for no reason. With all the experience I have swallowing, sometimes it's kind of gets to me.
Yeah. I'm not going to go there.
But so no matter what platform you are, you're going to get people who don't like the content. They disagree with you. And if you have the chance to have a dialogue with them, it can get a little combative. If it gets to become so combative, then I think that you risk the chance of someone trying to go real life on you. It comes with the territory, if you ask me.
It comes with the territory. But should they be able to actually physically, I know it sounds strange, threaten me. Most of my threats have came from one person. One person told me to watch myself. But trust me, I'm not really worried about somebody who's 3,000, 4,000 odd miles away. I don't know how many miles it is,
Right.
but I don't care. They've got to swim a hell of a long way to come and get me. But if that wasn't, if I lived near them, would that be a credible threat?
So what do you deem as credible though? When you say credible,
Okay, but yeah,
does you
but what?
mean it's imminent? It's gonna happen? It's like, you've got to
Yeah, I
put some
mean, okay.
safeguards.
So the person told me to watch myself. Doesn't worry me because he's over 3,000 to 4,000 miles away across the sea.
Okay.
If I lived 200 miles away from it, and he said watch myself, would that be a credible threat? Because he could easily drive to. If I live close, 200 miles is not that far away, really, is it?
So what's credible is what's being said in the thread, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So somebody just showing up and say, "Hey, I know where you live. I'm gonna go take a picture of your house and I'm gonna post it on the internet." That's not necessarily a threat. I mean, you can easily find that information out for a lot of people. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're talking about someone who's threatening you with bodily harm, I think that is something that you probably should always take with a certain amount of credibility. You never want to put yourself in a situation where somebody's threatening your life or threatening you with bodily harm. That I think that needs to be handled in a completely different manner.
Yeah. But then, if somebody's going around taking pictures of your house, I mean, especially over here, that would be taken as a threat too. It'd be over here
Well,
because
so here's what I'll say about that. And to be honest, I'm talking to Liliana. If someone threatens to take your kids away, I mean that in itself is just that's grounds for me to go hunt them down. You don't have to come work. You don't have to come look for me. I'll find out where you are, and I'm coming down to handle my business. If you put my kids in your mouth, period.
yeah,
I'm gonna hunt you down. That's a whole different story. I don't want to get too worked up on that.
yeah,
So, um, your home in America, your home, your property value, your property tax in the county you are in, all those things now are public. You can go on
in
any
public domain.
realtor.com, you can go on any real estate marketing app, and they can put pictures of your house. You might not even know. I mean, you might not have lived there at the time that those pictures were taken, but those are easily accessible through any realtor website in
Mm-hmm.
America. So again, that doesn't necessarily bother me, but again, I'm just a different kind of guy. I'm like you. I don't think you really, even if somebody was like two doors down and was posing a threat, I don't think that you would really be cowarding in your basement anywhere. I think you'd be ready to go and say, "Hey, show up. If you show up, you're going to be dealt with." That's
Yeah,
the kind of mentality I take. But I know that there are ladies and females out here who are single parents, single, who don't have that type of protection, and that's why I think it's really different for me to even venture down the path of being able to speak on what they view as a credible threat and what's not credible.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, but I think it's different with women. Blokes may have to say, "Oh, I'll defend myself properly," but I've
Uh
been
huh.
around YouTube places too, and reached other channels. As a channel, so somebody said they'll come around the house, they put they end up with another hole in their head.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
but a lot of times these things, though, I think. I mean, you can let me know what from your experience. I think a lot of this stuff is just blowing air. It's a lot
yeah,
of hot air. Nobody's
paper
really giving you a whole bunch of credible threats. Let me backtrack. There are people who will threat the people who they deem to be weak, vulnerable. They will try to do credible threats. Oh, I will come after you. But people who are not vulnerable to those types of threats, they just don't happen.
Mm, Interesting.
I mean, I was threatened, from the beginning when we first came running across each other. I was threatened until the cows came home. No one showed up at my door. No one called my phone. Nobody called. It sent me an email. None of that stuff happened.
Yep.
But there was a lot of talk about it. Somebody was like, "Oh, I know where he lives," and all this kind of stuff. Nothing ever happened.
Of course. Most people is just bravado, saber rattling, or just trying to BS, trying to be hard on the internet, using
Oh
the
yeah.
keyboard as a weapon. We all
Well,
know
the
it.
internet gives you an opportunity to be somebody that you either want to be in real life and you're not, or it's a fictional person that you're just pretending because it's like this is like role play for a lot of people. I can be somebody completely opposite of who I really am, and it's fun. I can act, I can do whatever. And or there's other people like Mike Cerrone who I think believe that they are providing a value by being friends or pretending to be friends and knowledgeable and all this kind of stuff, and he's not even close to being what he pretends to be in real life.
Well, we've all had this conversation, haven't we, about him? He is.
Hmm.
He says he's an actor on here. I don't believe that for a certain word. I
Oh
don't
no,
believe
I don't believe he's an
that.
actor at all. I
No.
think he's trying to emulate something that's missing in his real life. He's
Well,
trying to get something in social media that he does not have at all in real life.
he's latched on to another layer now. Have you heard?
He's latched on to who now?
A person called Gen X Jeff.
I have heard. I've heard this. I don't know the guy. I've seen clips, from the same clips that you've seen with Senior Saul and all those other guys and everything. Um,
Hey,
hey,
Mr.
Mr.
B.
B. I think that those I've seen those clips. I don't really care. I mean, I know people like to make fun of this guy because he really brings some really good content, but it's eventually I say let him go, cut the strings. If Mike wants to hang out with Gen X and whoever else is over there, let him go. I mean, because we're sitting here and the clips I see, Mike is just regurgitating the same things that he has said over the last 2 years that I've known you, or a year and a half, that he's always spewed. He's always had the same BS, and it's just a different audience.
It's the same. The patterns mean. I'm not going to say what you're going to say, Angel, but I agree. I can't put that down, but I do agree with what you say. But the thing is, we've all known him. We've all seen him knowing him on YouTube. Put it that way, and we all see
Hmm.
him doing the same things.
Right,
He's always been the same. Give me a wrench, and I'll build up your channel on every single channel he's been on. He done it to HB. He done it to Vegas Valley. He's done it. Tried to do it on other channels. Now he's doing it, Jeff. And it's up to Jeff how he runs his channel. I'm not going to tell him.
right.
That is how he does his stuff. All fair play to him. I like having going in there and having a chat. But at the end of the day, it is the same pattern recycling over again. It's
Right.
the constant circle. As Mike says, the circular troll, which again I know, which is BS again, but it's the same pattern repeating itself and repeating itself.
And that's one of the reasons why I've stepped back. Is
Mm.
because I don't like repeating the same patterns over and over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
drive myself crazy as I'm trying to enjoy myself, and that's one of the reasons why I came on with you, because it gives us an opportunity to not just talk about Michael Cerrone, but have discussions around what is a Michael Cerrone, what is the threats out there, what are the the things that are actually going on some of these channels, and that's content. That's We're not talking about a specific person. We're talking about behavior that we are witnessing as we are in the YouTube
of
streets.
course. Well, I've got to say hello, Miss Thing. I hope you're well, my babe. Nice to see you here.
Hello, Miss
Yeah,
B,
it's
Mr. B. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Mr. B, Miss Thang, and Miss Boo, and
yeah.
Proby. And
Hello,
sorry, I
everyone.
got them all mixed together in one term there. Sorry.
Sometimes it's best that way. Just blurt it out. Just blurt
Hey,
it out
everybody.
there. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah,
How
but
y'all doing?
the same thing. We could keep on chatting this till we're blue in the face, but it's still going to be the same thing. He's still going to repeat the same pattern to every single channel, and he's going to do it.
Well, but that's the thing. Um, there are a lot of people who regurgitate the same content that someone else is doing. I see a lot of people clipping the same clips and watching it, and they have these let's watch and react type of shows or streams, and they're just replaying the same thing that someone else has just replayed. It's the minutia of it that it's just, to me, too much. There's not an original channel within the confines of the streams that you and I are familiar with that seems to be original. It's all wash, rinse, repeat on every channel. It's the Mike Cerrone show. What did Mike do on this channel? And then you guys are giving Gen X, whatever that guy's name is, more notoriety because everything that Mike's doing is on his channel, and people are now kind of coming after him.
Yeah, I mean, Mike has found a place in Gen X. He's like managed to get him in there now. The Gen X keeps control of him, but as we know, as we've both seen this, we've known channels to do that too, and look what's happened.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb.
Mike could afford to pay. Well, he's got a black card, he said, so he may be able to.
Oh no, come on. Mike playing with that Apple credit card or whatever it is, it was not even close to a black card.
Yeah, I know. We could all laugh and joke about that. But like again, he said it. Jen says he's not trolling in his channel, and why is all these people having a go? There is a reason why all these people have a go. I believe you reap what you sow. This is what I try to be. I don't go after people on thing because you don't want them coming back to you and saying you said this and you said this.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, if Mike goes somewhere else outside of a place that we are familiar with, what do you say to people who just follow him rather than just saying, "Phew, we've let him. He's out. He's gone. Woo, we're done with him." What do you say to the people who follow him constantly just to either check him or, expose him everywhere he goes? I'm not sure how I feel about it.
You can't please people. But to just follow a person just to troll him, maybe just have a look at yourself. But also, he's created this. The amount of things that he's done, he's reaping. You reap what you sow, and he's reaping right now, because all the times he has been racist, hasn't he? Let's face it. He's used the N-word numerous times.
Right.
He's been sexist. He's been homophobic. He's also been an intolerable person. But you just can't expect people to leave you alone after you've been doing all this and think, hey, I've changed, when he still shows that side of him. That's the way I see it.
Well, listen. Let me answer two things. I get, Liana, that he is causing harm by lying and pretending to be something he's not. But if I don't hear it, if it's not around me and my circle of friends, it's one of those things where let someone else, monitor his behavior elsewhere. As long as it's not around me, let someone else check him. And to Proby, I get it. I do sometimes. I love to watch it. I'm not saying that I don't watch it when I see it come across my channel, but I love the recaps and people making a fool out of Mike all the time. It brings levity to me, but it shows up in my feed. I'm not going to go hunt the guy down on whatever live he's doing or anything like that. I'm to this day will still say this, and I said this before. Pause my witness. I do feel sorry for Mike. I seriously believe that he is socially deficient. There's not anybody in his orbit that he can actually rely on, talk to, call a friend, go have lunch with, or do anything with in his real life. I think he's locked down. I don't think he has a driver's license. He doesn't go anywhere. I think he is just a hobbit that has social media as his outlet. and he is just bad at it. And he tries to make up these characters of himself or caricatures of himself in order to seem relevant no matter where he goes.
Yeah, I still think I've actually said that for a little while now, haven't I? I've said that to you in private too. I've said he's mentally ill. He's not right in the head, as we say over here.
Yeah, and to Laura Rader's part. Hello, Laura Rader, by the way. It's great to see you in the chat because it's been a long time since I've been around, and I really do like to see her back in the chat. Yeah. But I will tell you this: I agree. His attention scheme or whatever he's doing, he is. It's a brilliant ploy, but I don't say. Well, I won't say brilliant. It's a scheme, but I'm not exactly sure if it was a ploy and if he was brilliant, he'd have his own channel. And he'd bring people to that, and he'd grow his own channel. So it's not that brilliant, if you ask me.
Again, sorry, I didn't ignore you. I did see you. So, hey, my baby, I hope you're well there. So, thank you for coming up here. It's been a long time since I've seen you here. So, thank you. Yeah, again, it's an easy mark, isn't it?
Yes,
we could talk about it for hours because he's created this world within himself. He said he's been involved in the drama community and he's been this and this and this. He's helped to create this. So I've got to say, hey, JP, hope you're well, man. Thank you. I know it's late for you, mate, too. Yeah. It's like 3 o'clock where you are. So, hey. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But again, it's the same thing over and over again. He's created this world. He runs to people. People protect him. Then he falls out of that person.
Well, it takes a really good memory to remember all the lies you've told. And once people start following you and exposing the lies that you've told and the fictional characters that you pretended to be, an FBI agent, a therapist, or whatever the case may be, if the person that you're on that channel with, say he was here, if you were a person that's found out that someone who's not being authentic and you want to be surrounded by authentic people, you boot them. You say, Mike, I'm sorry, but we're finding out all this stuff about you, bro. So I appreciate what you've done for the channel, but you got to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, Liliana said it perfect. I can't put it down because obviously got to be careful some words you use on YouTube. I'm trying to be careful. But she is exactly right. He came from he was the drama community. He reveled in it more than anybody else. And he wants redemption. Yes. No, it can't work like that.
Did she really just say redemption? The redemption channel? Cheers to that, Liliana. Cheers to that. That shit funny to me. We're gonna have a 30K subscriber celebration on the Redemption channel.
Woohoo! Did I ever show you where Tupac died?
Did you say Tupac?
Yeah.
Did you say Tupac?
I said Tupac. This is it. This is where he died.
Wow. Hey, John P. Adventures. I'm not sure if I know who that is. It's probably somebody I know, but I don't know.
Essentially, he's cool. I know him. He's a good bloke.
Okay.
So yeah, he's cool, man.
Well, I thought it was somebody that I knew that changed their name or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he does like UFOs and stuff like that, and he goes around.
Oh, snap! Cool.
So it's all pretty cool what he does. So if you want, where is it, Jay? Where is he? Let me find him. He's got a link. JP, if you want to drop your link, mate. More than welcome. I won't take it off. You're a good bloke, mate. Hey, Nova. Hey, Sam. Wow, lots of people. Wow, I didn't expect this. Nova's my.
Oh yes, you did. You knew you were going to be there. This is going to be the pinnacle of all live shows tonight because we're going to start talking about stuff. I know we're going to talk about stuff, and people are not going to expect us to say it, but we're saying it because we're not filtering what we're saying. We're not trying to be malicious, but it's something that needs to be talked about. When we talk about all these things that we're talking, about, somebody going real life on someone.
Yeah.
I don't even like the fact that someone even tries to, because going real life also doesn't mean showing up in person. It could be making a phone call. It can send an email to someone that you know or to your job. All those things are part of going real life. And I really don't believe that there's a real place for that in social media.
See, you've got fans. You've got fans, mate. You've got fans in Britain.
Oh, yeah. Me and Nova go way back.
See, there
Way
you
back.
go. You've got fans. Something, yeah, but it's again, he goes around and he chooses to threaten. He has threatened loads of people on here. It's mostly women he's threatened. There's a pattern of him threatening more
Oh,
women
yeah.
than men. It is very strange and very what's the word I'm going to think? Disconcerting. So that he actually threatens more women than it does men.
Well, that's because there's a reason. Mike is not an intimidating individual, even though he will try to tell you I'm 6'3", 225 pounds, whatever comes to mind. I don't know what he's going to say about his physical prowess.
Oh, God, yeah.
But he understands that for the majority of the individuals that he interacts with, as far as men, he is not a supreme or superhuman prowess when it comes to other men. He thinks that women are subservient. And so he can say, do whatever, demean, and all those other things because he thinks that makes him up here. He's only able to talk and demean people that he feels as if they will. And that's why he rage quits so much. If you match him or overpower him mentally or on knowledge, then he'll just hang up get off the live stream and run away, and because that's his only method of dealing with someone who is a little bit more superior on knowledge and physical prowess than he is.
Yeah, to be honest, it's having a mental challenge of him is like shooting fish in a barrel.
Say what now?
It's like shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, he's so unlucky. If he fell into a barrel full of nipples, he'd come out sucking his own thumb.
Right. Yeah, he's more alpaca than alpha. And then he's more alpaca than more alpha.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the way he has a go at more women than he does anybody else. It's very strange because if you have an argument with someone, you have an argument. Just don't pick on women like the way he does it. Don't threaten to go to a woman's house. Don't threaten because he's tried to go in real life on Meghan.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why I don't like the guy. I've seen him talk about Meghan, and everybody knows how I feel about Meghan. Every time I hear him talk about her, I really want to go through my screen and choke him out. 100%. Every time. And I don't understand. And I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. But to do it in public, in a public forum, and such social media that can be clipped and held on to for a lifetime, why would you ever want to be remembered to be someone that nasty?
I really don't know, but why would you want to bring that to the public too? Why would you want to say these things when you know that you're not going to do it? I mean, he's said horrible things about Witch. He's said horrible things about Liliana. He's said he's looked at pictures of them and stuff. The way he's talked about women. I'm not a locker room guy. I don't like. If my best mate talks to me about women like, you'll do this and this and this, and I go to him, whoa, don't talk to me like that. You know I don't like that type of language. And he goes, I'm sorry. I don't like hearing that type of thing when blokes do that. There is no need for it now.
Especially coming from a guy who's sitting on his mom and dad's couch.
Yes.
I'm just saying. and I'm only saying that about him because I don't care your financial background, who you are, where you are, how much money you make, any of that. But Mike is a different character. And again, this is because we've known him for over the years. And we've seen and witnessed the nastiness that he has and brings. And this is not the Bang on Mike show. But when you talk about going real life and you talk about threats and all those kind of stuff, I grew up just like you and I have talked about this before. I grew up in middle class society, but I had family who were deep entrenched into what we call the hood here in America.
Yeah.
And the one thing that they instilled on us, I don't care if we were in the hood or in middle class, that if you fuck around with a woman or a child, you get in these hands. So you talk about it all you want to. You can say whatever you want to, but when you start threatening women and children, or you put your hands on women or a child, man, that's the worst thing you could ever do. You getting hands on sight. That's what we call on sight. If you hit my sister, talk to my sister like any kind of way, the moment I see you, it ain't no talking, it's on sight. We busting your head.
Yeah, it's called different. It's called in Glasgow a square go.
You squared up?
Square go.
Square go.
Yeah, it means 1-on-1, nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Either I'm going to batter you or you're going to batter me. But even then, that's it. It's done.
But that's the. Go ahead.
It's the bravado. It's a bravado because he knows there's a screen. Right. He's behind the screen. He's using the keyboard as that weapon. He can threaten all these people, but will he actually do it? No, because I think he's a coward.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's a bravado. It's one of those things. You're a keyboard warrior, but without the self-awareness, because he's definitely lacking. He doesn't really understand that all it's doing is making him look bad. It doesn't make him look strong, masculine. Nobody's going to sit there and follow Mike as a friend because he spoke that way to Megan or another female. Nobody's going to follow him or go and latch on to him because he claims to be a therapist for battered and abused women. Nobody follows people. And we've talked about this even on my channel when I was going live. People like authenticity. People like the person that's going to be the exact same person. No matter how boring I can be or how preachy I can be, you know what you're going to get with me.
Yeah.
You just know you're going to get one of those two things. Every now and then you might get a little laughter, some levity or something like that too, hopefully. But you don't think that I'm going to come up here and embellish or create some fictional version of myself every time you see me on a different channel or on my own channel.
Yeah, I mean, even now, by talking about him, we're still giving him some credence. We're still giving that little bit of notoriety, which we are. But it needs to be talked about, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to be talked about.
Well, Liliana says Mike is full of himself. I disagree. I think what you're seeing is a very, very insecure shell of a man who, again, is using social media, using YouTube as a means of becoming someone that he's really not in real life. I don't think that he has a friend to call, anybody in this real life to call a friend. I really just don't. Because if you have people like that, you kind of stay in your circle. Sometimes we meet people like the people that we've met along the years, and we kind of stay in this little lane of friends of YouTube. We're not always going over here in this sector, and all over trying to find someone who's going to make us feel relevant. Mike is irrelevant in real life. He's trying his best to become relevant on social media.
Yeah. So Laura made a good point. Mike just wants to play Civil Justice Story to match whatever panel he needs. Well, that is very true. And Pro B,
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, he does. He actually does change his story. So you mean when you went onto that therapist channel, he was an ex-cop police and he's a therapist.
Well, no, I agree with that. I just don't agree that I don't think he just wants to hang out. I think he really is needing this. This is a need for him. This is not him just saying, I've had a long day, and at the end of the day, I want to come over here and relax and go to this channel, go to this channel, go to this channel. Mike needs this. This is something that Mike absolutely needs in his life in order to feel important, like he's contributing to society by doing this.
Yeah, may I suggest to Mike you watch his hub, that P hub instead? if he needs something. Um, it, yeah, probably he probably will probe it. If he hears this, he's going to tell Jeff tell Jeff about me. But the thing
Well,
is,
tell Jeff to come over here. Tell Jeff to come over here and have a conversation with us.
the thing is, right? I haven't said anything bad about Jeff. It's not the first time Mike has been on other places and he said, "Paul, you ought to hear what Paul's been saying. Paul's been saying this about you, and I'm going away
Well,
what I've been saying."
we're not saying anything negative about Mike. We're just commenting on his behavior. And you
Yeah,
can sit there and say you like the behavior or you don't, but we're not sitting there and going, "Oh yeah, Mike is, he's a piece of shit." This guy. We're commenting on actions that he has done, and we're commenting on those things. If you are putting yourself out there on YouTube, and somebody's going to probably clip some of the stuff that we're talking about and say, "See, this is what Drinks and Discussions said." He's in, and they're going to react to it. That's all we're doing. We're reacting to the things that we have seen and witnessed on social media.
Mike needs to escape. Laura's made another very good point. Mike needs to escape his mundane life, pretend to be someone who is not so mundane. I'll tell you what,
100%.
guys, I live a mundane life, but I haven't. I used to be in front of a bar, behind a bar, sleeping on the bar, on the floor of a bar. I used to be clubbing it every single weekend. I've hitchhiked it up and down this country. I used to be in one place, the next be in one place and thing. Next thing you know, I'll quit my job and I've got another job 400 miles away. I don't need an exciting life now. I have done my exciting life. I have travelled, I have worked, and I've put myself forward, and I've done all this. I can now chill out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I
And that's the thing.
was,
And there are many reasons why people get on YouTube. I'm not clowning or saying it's right, wrong, or different. For whatever reason he does it, I'm just giving you my opinion on why I think he does it. I think you do it for different reasons. I come on here for different reasons. People in the chat come in here for different reasons. And it's not saying that it's bad, wrong, right, or anything. It's just the reasons why we come here. But
yeah,
people who are like Mike, who are becoming more and more visible on live streams, on people's channels, and really are trying to be a larger than life figure, then you're going to be scrutinized, right? It just comes with the territory.
it does. Then when you say to him, "Why are you behaving like this?" he'll say, "I'm an actor." No, you're not. You have got active. No, we are becoming more and more of a social media generation now. Our lives are in social media now. This is how we change. COVID has changed the world as we know it. We live our lives behind a screen, so that how we act in our lives here is how we act in our lives out on the street. It's the way I see it. And for him to say I'm an actor, if he met me in real life, we'll do this, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mike.
That you
If I
can
met
miss me with that. I
yeah,
don't know why people would do that.
yeah, if I met you in real life, I'll just walk away from you and go, "You're a fucking dick." Pardon my language.
Right.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
No, fuck off.
Like what? Like, hey, how you doing? What are you doing here? Oh, what? Are we 12? Are we meeting at the school at the playground after school? What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking about?
we did. Oh, you'd have a drink with me? No, I wouldn't. If I seen you
No.
acting like your thing and you just live 2 miles away from me and you say, "Oh, right there, Paul, how's it? Would you like a drink?" No, piss off, mate. I'd rather drink alone. Oh, I missed the start. What
You-
were the
you- so Proby is talking about this, and I remember Liliana trying to go over. I saw a clip of her trying to go over there, and Mike does that whole thing where, "Hey, so what's your thoughts on this?" That's his topic. Hey, what are your thoughts on the world right now? What are you thought? I'm like, oh, jeez, Mike can't have an original thought. That's his problem. He can't come up with something like a really relevant topic in order for people to sit there and say, let me think about that for a little. That's a really good question. That is why I think he's lacking in social skills in real life.
well,
He just can't bring that to the table.
I can answer Laura's question. Laura, I did start this thing with true intentions. So talk about, as you know, this is not way, as Jeff says, the panel verse goes. You want a topic, then it transforms into another. It changes
Yes, it
tangent.
does. Mm-hmm.
What happened was, I'll be truthful. Mike Sarone said to me I needed to watch myself, and I thought, well, that's a brilliant topic to have a conversation about YouTube threats. Then person I mentioned who got it right was Proby. He said this is about Mike Sarone, so this is how we ended up talking about him because again, credible YouTube threats. When is it all right to? Yeah, when is all when should it be? When are YouTube threats credible? And if they are credible, should we go real life? Then it transformed into talking now about Mike Sarone. Yeah, Laura, me mirrors don't get on. You know, every time I look at a mirror, I just want to punch myself.
I've been wanting to punch myself every time I look at this stupid StreamYard. I'm the only one on camera. I'll punch you in the face.
I don't know how much Angel said. Have you seen how much StreamYard is? Something about StreamYard.
I don't know. I don't use StreamYard at all, so I don't pay attention.
I don't. I just use it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Angel, it is empty threats. That's what he's saying. But any threat should not be ignored. I totally agree with you. Any threat should not be ignored. It doesn't matter if it's thing. But when is it a credible threat? That is the point. And if it's a credible threat, should it have to go to real life?
I ignore it all.
I mean, like I said, Mike Sarone telling me to watch myself is like, well, the big space lasers from Sky going to aim at the head.
Right.
And
he should know better. He should even know better. I mean, listen, Mike could not cross the street without some type of authority from somebody. There's no way he's going to get in the car, go down the street, go to the next city, go to the next state, let alone get on an airplane. I mean, he's been wearing the same shirts, same necklace, same hats, same everything for the last 2 years. So we understand he's on a fixed income. And if he ever leaves that house, whoever lives there that he's taking care of is going to scream to high hell, and he'll have to come right back within 30 seconds.
Look, if the man cleans carpets for a living, he cleans carpets. That is an honorable
He doesn't
thing.
clean a damn thing. He can't even clean the couch he sits on. That's why he's sitting on plastic. Have you noticed he's got plastic? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You're forgetting my point. If man's lying about his job, but he really cleans carpets, there's no need to lie about that.
There's no reason to lie about anything.
No, I have cleaned toilets in a police cell. I have cleaned toilets in a police station. I've cleaned toilets in planes at Heathrow. I have done some of the worst. I've done some jobs. I've scraped out proper muck. I've been washed up dishes for the army. I've been pan bashed for the army. If you know what pan bashing is just washing up the big
washing dishes.
Pans.
Washing dishes.
I have done
when you get the big full of rubber gloves on, and you're in the big pot, you got to get all that stuff out of the bottom.
I done agency work because I wasn't working, so I managed to get some agency work, and I went into this army kitchen, and they said, "This guy goes, right, you're going in pan bash." I went, "All right." Then we were shutting the kitchen down. We were shutting the kitchen down. I finished the pan bash in like 3/4 of an hour early, and the person goes, "What are you doing standing?" I said, "I don't know. I've done all that." He looked at me, goes, "Ah, fuck off." And he went, "Oh." I said, "What do you want me to do now?" And he goes, "To be honest, you're supposed to be doing pan bash, so you just stay there and just watch us." But there's nothing wrong. The point is, I'm making there's nothing wrong with these.
There's nothing wrong with anything that you do.
Yeah.
People are going to come from all walks of life. And this is one of the things where I keep saying, especially in the environment that we live here in America, you don't put someone else down because they are not in what you believe in your world as successful. Someone could be doing exactly what they're doing, loving life, thinking that is the best thing that they could ever do in their world and be happy. So why are you judging them for whatever work that they do because it doesn't match what you consider are levels of success?
That is one that we've all seen and we all were shocked at. You got to admit that was shocking, wasn't it, Brian? When they pulled up on Dr. Dave.
Say what again?
when that was it Philly Hood Rat pulled up on Dr. Dave's.
What about Dr. Dave?
When he pulled up on him, we knocked on it. Joey paid somebody to knock on Dr. door.
When he went to the that guy, I remember
Rat,
that.
something like his name was
the Hood Rat, the Hood Rat.
Yeah. When he pulled up and he thing, and all he got was a crappy a crappy bit of electrical equipment.
But again, at the end of the day, that guy was like in the area. I mean, those are once in a blue moon type of thing. He was happened to be in that vicinity. It was easy for him to do it, but I don't think that even if he was able to even get there and see Dr. Dave, there wouldn't have been anything really going to happen. I think it was just all pop and circumstance. It was for show. There was nothing that was ever going to be done.
Which accidentally pulled up on Bart Robinson. Well, I consider that a bonus in life.
Now, there were some people that I wouldn't mind having pulled up on me. You know, Witch could pull up on me. Liliana could pull up on me.
Liliana's a babe too. Yeah,
let me know. Just hey, I might even give you the address. I'm just kidding.
Apart from when
my wife's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
You say what now?
Liliana's a babe, apart from when she's having a go at me.
I would show up and say, "Hey, let's go get a beer." I'd be like, "What the? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it."
Beer?
Not like no, but hold on, not like the Nunzio thing. No, we're not talking about that. No, that whole Nunzio Joey thing was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That was weak. I'm sorry. I've spoke to Nunzio, but not about this, but I've spoken to him on YouTube, not about the thing about before after that all that's happened. I don't speak to him now. I don't have much to do with him really now. I need to that type of side. But to go up and say, I'm going to fight you, then go, would you like to go for a beer? Dude, no.
Well, not only that, but he was like 2 streets over and saw him and was like, Joey, amigo, Joey, like alarming him that he's there. That's not how you pull up on someone. You just pull up on someone. I would have grabbed his phone. Pushed him onto the ground, and then I would have continued the live with my face in it the whole time.
I could understand it if he didn't do nothing because the police were there. He wouldn't want to do nothing, but he shouted. I
don't agree with it.
I to look and I say I would have given a few choice words, and the police went where I would have went nah. You know, I would have went then walked away. I wouldn't have said, "Would you like to go for a beer afterwards?"
No.
Yeah, I was going to pull up on us all. I wouldn't mind that, my babe.
I'd say I'll volunteer.
Yeah. I'm close. I've got more chance.
Let's just do a test drive-by. Let's just do a test drive-by and see how that works.
Again, it's that threatening mentality. You want to try to make yourself look big. Then you make yourself look weak.
But look at so let's look at it this way. Look at the individuals who took that route. Where are they now? Yeah. They're not here. They're not online. They don't have a following any longer. That's the lesson. If you choose to be someone who wants to be a keyboard warrior, someone who's going to try to pull up on real life, a bunch of nonsense, the only possible outcome is for you to become irrelevant. You're no longer talked about, even though we're going to make fun of you from time to time. No one's talking about you like we were when we first started out, when they were becoming so notorious with all that stupid nonsense that they were spewing. Nobody's talking about them. No one misses them. Yeah, that's the prize.
That is very true. I mean, you have to look at the biggest one of them all, and that is BV. Though where he is now, he's still getting talked about, but
I don't hear anybody talking about him. I didn't know people were talking about him.
He still comes up in conversation. It's not like a long conversation. It's only like, remember when he done this? Oh yeah, and that. But He's still getting talked about, but he's not as relevant anymore. Brian, do you mind holding down for a couple of minutes? I just need to go and wash my hands.
Absolutely.
Think it.
I'm trying to see why John B is not getting up on the panel with us, because John B is supposed to come up here and give us some of the dialect from other countries with his smooth foreign accent. Come on, John B, do it. No, and Proby, I may have to start checking out Jeff's live streams, but some of the things I've heard, I just don't feel as if there's like an intellectual match between he and I. So I don't know if that would be a very good idea for me to show up over there. But if anybody is, over on this panel and what he would like to be invited to come and have a conversation on Paul's show, I'd be more than happy to talk to the guy. Oh, I remember that too, Laura Raider. Destroying JoJo. Those were some good times. I have to say, those were some good times. So what else is everybody else discussing out there in the world? What other topics are you guys chomping at the bit to discuss? Oh, that light behind me is actually a 3D fan. You probably can't see it very well, but it just throws up images. I'll see if I can give you a better shot. It just throws up 3D images because I got it all set to random.
The hologram.
Yeah, it's like a hologram.
That's pretty sweet, man. I do like that. I was looking at that.
Yep, that's what it is. It's really hard because you can see this fan on camera. You can see the fan twirling, but in real life, you don't see the actual fan twirling. So it just looks like images are being created on the wall.
Okay, so we've got somebody says I'm freaking Scottish. I know who that is. You ready, Brian?
Yeah, that's Spike. I know it is. It's John B. I know it's John B. I knew it. I think when you left, I shamed him to come in and join us. I shamed him to come up here.
How you doing?
Hello, Brian.
Jesus
Good day, mate. Good day, mate.
It's terrible. Both you're terrible. And Over did win a music quiz against me.
Did she really?
She really did. Yeah, she beat me, whipped me. I got a whooping.
Uh-oh.
So and I got it.
So let me ask you a question. Speaking of music, and I'm going to have to look this up real quick, but I have a question for you. Because I was watching, there was a huge boxing match in the UK this weekend.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I know who won, yeah.
So they had a guy perform at this boxing match, and I'm assuming he's really large over there, but I had no idea who this dude is.
You don't know who Oasis is?
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
It was him. That was Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, Liam Gallagher. That's him. Yeah.
Oasis.
No, well, okay. Well, then I absolutely have no idea who. I mean, I've heard of Oasis, but I had no idea who this dude was at all.
That is Oasis. That is my favorite band in the world. That made me learn. They made me learn to play the guitar.
But you know what I found out about Oasis? That they are probably the top 5 touring bands of all time.
Oh yeah, they're massive. They're really massive.
I had no idea.
When you're talking about songs like, you must have heard of Wonderwall.
Maybe.
Yeah.
First of all, John B., that was a horrible snippet. You got to give me a little bit more. Give me the chorus.
Okay. Don't Look Back in Anger. You know that song they released after the Manchester, because they released it back in the 90s and they re-released it again after the Manchester bombings of the Ariana Grande concert.
Say that again.
Don't Look Back in Anger. Oh God.
I'm probably I'm probably not going to remember or know any songs you're talking about.
Okay, so Oasis, or is it Wonderwall, was 2 days going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you? By now, I should have somehow realised what I've got to do. I don't believe that anybody feel the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things I'd like to say to you, but don't know how. That one?
No.
Ah,
I don't think no. I don't think I know one song.
Don't Look Back in Anger. Oh God, I don't know so many.
You know yeah, cool, Jay.
Spike, you know Oasis?
All the things I want.
We were getting high.
Spike knows. Slowly walking down the hall, faster than that Champagne Supernova.
Yeah. Where were you? We were getting high.
Someday
you will find me.
Caught beneath the landslide. And the Champagne Supernova, Champagne Supernova in the sky. I had all their albums. I had posters
and I'm
on
very. And listen, you guys know me. I'm very eclectic in my musical taste and my musical genres, but I don't know anything that comes into mind from what you guys are singing, and not one thing comes to mind when it talks about.
I'm reporting this channel.
Yes, please report them. Please report them, Haley May. Please, the copyright infringement. Copyright.
Somebody sung Champagne Supernova really badly. Hey, Grumpy, how's it going, mate?
Hey, Grumpy, how's it going?
Do you happen to know the lyrics to Walk Like an Egyptian? I'm fucking Scottish.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Spike, shush. Walk like
an Egyptian.
No,
Is that
I only
it?
know Walk Like an Egyptian.
I don't know. Oh, something like that.
Yeah, Miss Thing will singing Champagne Supernova, which is another big Oasis song. Again,
but apparently they were super huge over there because everybody was like really, excited to see him.
They released. The reason why they've done that is because they were brothers and they fought and they split the band up and they've just came together now and they're doing a comeback tour. And trying to get tickets for that is like trying to resurrect Jesus.
Oh.
It is. I've tried to get tickets, and soon as you went onto that website, you were there for hours waiting until they're all sold out. Now they're selling for 400, 500 to £1,000 odd pounds just for a ticket.
So he performed as himself. He didn't perform as Oasis.
Yeah. So when they left Oasis, he became a solo artist with a backing group.
Okay.
His brother Noel lost. I think there was called. He just done his own band. I think they're called the High Flying T-Birds.
What's his surname again?
Jesus Christ!
Spike, oh my gosh! Spike, his accent.
Yeah, Gallagher. Noel and Liam Gallagher.
Magician in Vegas.
Liam Gallagher. Is that what his name was? Liam Gallagher.
Yeah.
Gallagher's a fucking magician.
And there was a
comedian. Gallagher was a comedian, not a magician.
There was one of the.
He was smashing the watermelons.
Fucking smashing pumpkins and magicians. For fuck's sake, fucking
Scottish. Shush, man.
He sounds like he's got like Oreos in his mouth as he's trying to talk.
Hold your wish, man. Keep the heat up by your bonnet.
Need a fucking energy drink, for fuck's sake, you fucking wankers. Give me a minute.
All right, mate, all right.
Fucking peach monster, you fucking Scotch.
I really got to start listening to some. I'm gonna have to put some Oasis on my
Best songs to listen to
Amazon
is
Music and see if I can just see if
best
something
song
comes
to
back to
listen to
mind.
is for me as a fan. Don't Look Back in Anger. Wonderwall is brilliant, but it's far too overplayed. Um, Little by Little, that's another brilliant tune, and one of the best ones is Master Plan.
Thinking of a master plan. I thought that was Eric B and Rakim.
No,
Boom,
they
boom. That's for
Now
you,
you
Spike.
sweat inside my head.
That was just for you, Spike.
they had released a song called the Master Plan. No, that didn't. It was on their B side, but the
Hmm.
B side of they released an album, their B side, but the B sides are generally known as some of the best songs ever.
Hmm.
There was the lyric content of them, because Noel Gallagher is something like a genius when it comes to writing lyrics. He really is.
So let's just be clear. Who did you lose a music trivia onto? Nova?
Maybe.
Was there any Oasis trivia? What was the genre of trivia?
But
All over?
we did come to the conclusion that R. Kelly was mentioned a lot.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Rudy's a fucking Bieber fan, a fucking believer.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Diddy and R. Kelly are going to be sharing the same cell block.
Yeah. We did find out that Rudy is a secret Swiftie and a secret believer.
Well, I think Justin Bieber is talented. I think
Just leave the channel
Taylor
now, Brian.
Swift.
Just leave,
But I
leave,
also
leave.
think that I think they're talented. I'm not saying that I listen to their songs because it's just I'm a little older. But I think even Taylor Swift and I posted a Taylor Swift song on my YouTube channel. I think that's "Cruel Summer" is a pretty good song. I actually that was my first song I ever downloaded by Taylor Swift was "Cruel Summer."
Isn't that didn't also who's the other group who released Cruel Summer?
I believe it was
The Bananarama.
Bananarama.
Yeah,
Bananarama, yeah, that's
Bananarama.
it, yeah.
Me and Spike should have a music trivia. Now that would be epic.
Well, Spike, this is John Lennon.
Okay,
I'm
yep.
Oh my
So
God, John.
my advice would be play Nova.
Okay, Nova. Challenge accepted. You just got
My
to pick
advice,
the time.
they get Nova.
Who's going to ask the questions? Who's going to be the moderator for our trivia?
I think Spike can be the moderator if he didn't do that accent. But
I
yeah,
can't unaccent myself. God, I forgot my own fucking accent. I'm fucking Scottish.
Well, so you don't believe that Bieber is talented? I mean, even Taylor Swift, you don't believe that they're like good at what they do, talented?
maybe he's talented after what Angel said with 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Whoa, 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 guys, stop! They're gonna clip this shit. Whoa, whoa, Angel, what?
But no, also we could talk about that too. It's also done properly. As we knew when who was the guy? Who was the other guy who got shot? Not Tupac, but Biggie Smalls. When Biggie Smalls got hit,
Mm-hmm.
Diddy came to really notoriety and fame when you released that song "Missing You."
Missing you,
That was
from the police. Yeah, yeah.
that was an amazing track, and he was just a producer, wasn't he, at that time before he released that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then he
So
became this.
Diddy was actually a backup dancer before he became a producer.
Was
He
it?
got into the entertainment industry as a backup dancer. He was backup dancer for a guy by the name of Father MC, and then he started becoming more involved in trying to produce tracks and help with some of the stuff. But he also was like a manager. That's how he became with Usher. He was hired as a kind of a pseudo manager for Usher when Usher was like first come on the scene, and that kind of parlayed into becoming more and more involved in starting his own record company and developing talent. and became the bad boy figure that he became.
Do you remember Father MC's big hit?
Yeah, treat them like you want to be treated, and Jodeci sang in the background.
They want to be treated.
You should treat them right.
So you've got to. Your challenge has been accepted. Nova says anytime, basically.
Say what now?
Nova says anytime for that music trip.
Oh, please. Look, it's me. You should be scared. Don't you be careful what you wish for now, Nova. Be careful.
Spike, I know you're in the music business. Have you heard any like rumors or anything like this before all this came out?
About Diddy?
Yeah.
Did I go to a Diddy party in 2011?
No. Did you go? No, but did you hear any rumors of any of this?
Everybody did.
I'm surprised. I've heard rumors from Hollywood to Motown for years.
Yeah, for years. This is nothing new. Somebody asked because somebody was on my Facebook and they were like, "Wait a minute, why are people not like up in arms and really outraged this P Diddy stuff?" And I'm like, because we've been boycotting Diddy since 2000s, early 2000s. Everybody knew what a piece of shit he was. And then Mace was trying to tell us when Mace left. 50 Cent's been trying to tell us. Then you had Cat Williams on the show with Shannon Sharp. He was tell you. Everybody was trying to tell you.
Mace even became a reverend.
Yes.
Like, fuck this shit. I'm going to the church.
He said, I've seen too much. I've seen too much, Lord. Please help me.
On the real, I was invited to a Sean Combs party in 2012. And I didn't want to spend $500 on like some shirt or some like cool outfit. So I wore a Sean Combs t-shirt. And I was actually told not to wear a t-shirt because he had his own clothing line. Not to wear his t-shirts because it meant something else, and I didn't want to ask questions. What? Means you're going to the other room. I'm like, nice.
Go that room.
Over that thing.
Yeah, it was. His clothing line was called Sean John, right? Sean John.
Yeah, and I had this. It was just a t-shirt. And it was fucking $40 just for this black t-shirt. This side, fucking.
Yes. I think I had one of those black t-shirts, and I think it had like either Sean John right here, or it didn't have it at all. It was just on the back of the tag.
See, we had almost the same thing here a couple of years ago, more than a couple of years ago, but way back. We had a guy called Sir Jimmy Savile. He used to do a lot of charity work, stuff like that. He got made up to a sir. He was friends with the royal family. He was friends with the Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. And he was in charge of he was a chairman for a mental hospital, and he'd done all this, and he's got put into these things, and it came out after he'd passed away that he'd done some horrific and horrendous things, absolutely just vile things, and we found out that with people that are actually saying, if he takes you, don't go with him. Don't do nothing with him. He would do this to you, and he was caught in a morgue. He was caught in and this is just a famous guy. He was caught with people on life support machines, and the amount of victims they said it was over thousands of victims.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't come out until he passed away.
So let me ask you guys a question, and this kind of could lead someplace, but I'm okay if it does, but I'm okay if it doesn't.
Okay.
Do you guys believe that you can know someone but not know everything about them?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm fucking Scottish Cat Williams.
Jesus Christ.
Because I do believe that. I mean, and even there's some times where I'm even some people that I've thought were social media friends or friendly, and I thought I kind of knew them and kind of the trajectory, And then sometimes it gets brought to your attention that they are not, exactly who you thought they were. Things get exposed about them, or they don't go this way, they go down this way. And you kind of distance yourself. I don't think that, and I'm careful because I know that there are going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, Oprah was friends with Diddy and these people were friends with Diddy. I don't necessarily think that you can equate being friends with someone and being a part of what he was doing in that aspect of his life. I don't know if all of these people were, involved in it.
I get you. I understand. It's a difficult one to say. I think when you put it in the context, if they're internet friends, then basically you can drop them like a hat. But if they're internet friends, you've got to take them as they are now and not as they were before, because people can change. But that doesn't count. It only counts with some things, not all other things. It's just a difficult thing to say.
Well, I'm not. Well, even to Laura and Angel, I'm not necessarily saying guilty by association, and I know that's a thing, but I think that if Paul and I are hanging out, and we hang out once a month, we go to the same pub, we have the same drinks, we talk to the same people, and then next thing you know, Paul's being arrested for murder or something else, God forbid. Just because I hang out with him once a week or once a month, does that mean that I am condoning his behavior, knew of his behavior, or complicit in his behavior?
No,
no.
I've been in that I've been in this sort of situation, or my sister's been in this sort of situation. My sister used to work behind the bar in one place, and the guy came in. My sister used to serve him his drinks and just have a chat to him. She said he's a really friendly guy. Then he came out and said, I was in prison for murder. And my sister went, oh.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, there's
that kind of relationship like once a month. But if we're talking about recording partners in a studio, you're going to get to know.
Oh, yeah, you're going to know some stuff. Right.
You're going to know. You're going to know, like, how many times they piss a day. You're going to know some shit.
Yes.
That was a bad example, but you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. You if you're acquaintances, I wouldn't say, if you're best friends and you see each other on a daily, that I can understand that you can say there's no way you didn't know. But if you're, we laid this track down once a long time ago, and I was only in the studio for an hour by myself and all this kind of stuff, then I can say, you probably didn't know. I'm just torn. I don't know what people knew and how close they were to it. But I'm also holding out my opinions or my retorts, because I know there are a lot of people on this list that are coming out and they're saying there's a lot of things in play here. And I'm just kind of like waiting to see the fallout of it all.
See, I'll say this because what Laura said. See, Mike, see if you're listening. This is what happens when you can tell me to watch them back. You come over here, I'll get my little sister. Yeah? Tit for tat, mate. Tit for tat.
What happened? I'm sorry. What happened, little sister? I thought you were saying something. Then you posted something on the screen.
My sister used to work in a pub behind the bar in a social club pub, and the person came in and he said he murdered someone. And but that is just to point to your question, because you're serving someone or with someone, it doesn't mean that you know what they've done. My retort now is because Laura's saying that, yeah, Mike, so when you come over here, you come over to see me, I'll get my little sister onto you.
Thank goodness she wrote it, because when you said it, I thought you fucking said your sister served serial killers.
Serial killers.
Cereal.
What, cornflakes?
Fucking frosted flakes, you bloody wanker.
Jesus Christ, Mike, shush. Shush.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. Don't think we'll get a strike.
Oh, yeah. Ask a fucking serious question, then bail out on us. All right, Brian.
Yeah, all right there.
Sheesh.
But again, if you're with someone for once, well, if you go drinking with someone, you have a drink with them once a month or something like that, and they've done something terrible, it doesn't mean that you're complicit in what they've done, does it?
Oh, hell no. I used to run a cafe in Hollywood. I'd serve espresso to like 200 people a day. If I was accountable for everything that a regular did, I'd be put away for life.
Yeah. I used to work in a pub where people have done some, let's say, nefarious things. I would be serving life right now if that was the case. You know?
Yeah, as far as those, I mean, am I supposed to wait for Ralph Tresvant to get back? What the fuck?
Yeah, the wait is over. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Every day I walk her home from school, and she tells me. What was I saying? What were you gonna say? What was I gonna say? Fucking stupid.
Okay, enough of that, Spike. Now.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know, but I think that a lot of these circles, when they are extraordinarily famous and have a lot of money, they can pay for some of those taboo things. And I think that once you do one or two of those things, you reach out for others who may want to be interested, because no one wants to go in it alone. No one wants to be alone on their adventures.
Right.
So once you include one person, it's sort of like that. I'll tell two friends, then you tell two friends. The next thing you know, you probably do have a pretty large circle of some weirdos just going off rumor mills and science.
Well, I also believe that, to what you're saying, misery loves company, but then also there are a lot of people that are willing to do whatever it takes in order to get into that limelight. And if you dangle that limelight in front of someone and you tell them that you have to do this and kind of do this, and you're always going to be in that inner circle by doing it, I think that can carry a lot of weight to influence people to do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do.
So do you reckon money, God, again, it's money, isn't it? The more money you have, the more depraved you can get.
Bro, I think depravity comes already built into your psyche. I think you just have the ability to act on that depravity when you have money, because you can pay someone off. The repercussions of acting out on it is a little bit less severe if you have money.
Well, we've got to say goodbye to Mr. B. Mr. B, thank you very much for being in the chat, mate.
See you, Mr. B.
I hope everything's okay for you, mate, and I'll speak to you soon. You look after yourself, geezer. Right. Yeah, I mean...
What was the last thing you just said? You look after yourself, what?
Geezer.
Spike's going to use the word geezer now for the rest of the day. You geezer.
Yeah, fucking geezer.
No, it doesn't work well. The Scottish don't say geezer. It's a Southern thing.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Laura. I think there's a lot of people that have, to quote, to be kind of silly and obnoxious, the quote from Spider-Man: with great wealth or with great something comes great responsibility. So
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What's the line? With something comes great power. With great power comes great responsibility. But I think that is probably fewer people than you think. I think that there are a lot of people who get money, and I'll be honest with you, I know somebody in my family who got money like that, and man, they were doing some stupid ass shit. Stupid shit.
We can't tell Keanu Reeves.
What? Keanu Reeves? No, you can't tell with Keanu Reeves. Absolutely. He's one of the anomalies.
No, we can't all be. We can't all be.
Oh, yeah, we can't always be Keanu Reeves. You can.
Look at Elvis.
You can, if you were raised correctly and you have a moral compass. I think you can be a Keanu Reeves.
Have you ever heard of the story of Alice Cooper and Elvis?
Alice Cooper, the guy from that bit the bat off the head off the bat.
Yeah, he sung Poison.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so
Wait,
Alex
isn't
Cooper.
Alex Cooper the maid from Brady Bunch?
Oh,
Oh, that's Alice the maid. Talking about Alice
boom,
Cooper.
boom. Love it.
So this is who was in the lift. I can't. There was somebody else in the lift, but the main story was Alice Cooper, Linda Lovelace were on the lift going up to Elvis's penthouse because he invited them in to his penthouse. He came up and you were there sitting down having a drink, and Elvis started talking about he was doing this and this and this, and he's got his gun. And he goes, I can disarm you. And Alice Cooper goes, no, you can't. He goes, yeah, I can. So he goes to Alice Cooper, pick up the gun. He goes, pick up the gun. He goes, now go to try to shoot me. And before he could get anything done, Elvis disarmed him. He had his foot on his throat. And he goes, this is all mentioned on the British TV program. He goes, well, Alice, what did you do? And he goes, well, it's Elvis, man. What can you do? And he said, he left, and Linda Lovelace was left behind in his penthouse.
There's some bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, bow chicka wow wow. We have got Linda Lovelace and Elvis. Come on. But even then, he had his own depravities too, didn't he? He was known for doing some nefarious things. Apparently, now it came out.
Are you talking about Elvis?
Yeah. He liked younger girls in a certain type of underwear.
In white granny panties?
Yeah, yeah. Yes. And they were pretty young. You know? You had that lead singer from a new... Oh, God, Nova, who was that person who got jailed from that new... Was it new metal or heavy metal band from Wales? He got jailed because he got caught with a massive load of nefarious things too.
Meow. What do you mean I'm misbehaving? What the heck does that mean?
What?
Oh, here comes Rudy Chavez, the trivia champion. I'm fucking Scottish.
Jesus Christ! Stop! Hey, Rudy. Please don't mention the Scottish Mexican. It sounds like Shrek with a bad cough.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Fucking Scotland.
Yeah, Rudy the Believer. Yeah, isn't it, Spike?
You're fucking beaver lover. You got a poster of him hanging on your bed.
Jesus. You sound like a cow with a bad cough. Come on.
Meow.
No, that's a cat. I'm talking about a cow with a bad cough.
Meow. Hi, I'm Mike Saram.
That'd be it.
Hey, guys, what about the weather?
Oh, right, yeah. The weather seeding, you mean?
So weird.
Very much so. It is.
Shit.
Yeah.
You're out there, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making fun of you.
Did you hear about the giant space lasers? They set fire to the town in Hawaii, and that's how the fire started.
I'm not going to comment because I made a video on that, actually.
Did you?
When it happened, like 6 months ago, whatever that was.
Yeah. I mean, the Hawaii fires was a massive humanitarian disaster for Hawaii. But Mike said it was big space lasers that helped to start it.
He probably saw my video on it.
Yeah. I don't know what video he's seen, but he It's been debunked totally. But whatever happened? Didn't Oprah and the Rock get a lot of stick for what happened?
Yes, The Rock and Oprah, both.
Yeah.
Guys, if you can donate $5 a month, you too can save another Hawaiian's life. They can eat food. It was like a Sarah McLachlan video, how they were trying to get people to donate a couple dollars. And it's like, why are you trying to hit up the lower and middle class for dollars when you guys have kabillions?
Exactly. It's like you've got Comic Relief over there too, yeah?
And the other part about Oprah is that it behooved her because she had massive property right where those fires were. So it was like she was trying to get the world to help rebuild her neighborhood.
Wow. She's got more money.
I'm a little bit more Phil Donahue than I am Oprah. Team Phil.
Team Phil. But
Sorry.
It's all right, but it's like telephone. It's like I don't understand when you have a telephone. Like we've got over here, we've got children in need, we've got sports relief, we've got comic relief, and things like that. They get stars to ask for people for money, and these stars have got more money than most people have got.
We also have tum heartburn relief.
Oh, we don't have that over here.
You don't have antacids? For fuck's sake, Paul!
Oh no, we got Rennies. They're called Rennies, mate. Rennies or Galveston.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Why would they have a commercial for Rennies that goes tum to tum tums?
We don't, but we did have Tums. I don't know. I don't watch TV anymore now. But it's the whole point of rich people asking poor people to donate when they've got enough money where they can actually do more help than Tom down the street.
1,000,000%.
You know, it's and like, they make that.
Do you really need to have 12 billion in the bank? Can you just have 10 billion, please?
Yeah. You know, can you
see another cat you in a fucking lie, you fucking Scotchman?
We've got like, oh yeah, we earn like £1 million a year, and we want you to donate to this cause. This cause you can help. You can donate to that cause, mate. You can do more for that cause than Tom, who's going to give you £1. This is what I don't understand.
Did you get the Sarah McLachlan joke? Do you guys have those? Did you guys have those infomercials back in the day?
No, but we do. I do know Sarah McLachlan. She sung "Arms of an Angel."
I think that's the exact song they used to. It's a dumb American reference, but they used to have these commercials where they'd sort of exploit these starving children and say, for $1 a day or for 19 cents a day, you can feed this child. And it'd be like, in the arms of an angel.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm actually related to McLaughlins in Scotland.
Say McLaughlin's in Scotland.
No, I'm actually related to McLaughlin's
in Scotland.
And they got involved with some really famous Scottish person who burnt down my great-great-grandfather's door and kidnapped my great-great-uncle. Because they said something bad about him at a village fair.
Oh, I'm being corrected. Laura's correct. Sorry, I'm half paying attention.
Okay.
Sally Struthers from All in the Family. She was the one that had those commercials, but Sarah McLachlan had commercials for saving animals, I think, or rescuing animals. Which, by the way, I fully support both. But it was just the
Sally Struthers. South Park done a parody of her, didn't they?
Say again?
South Park done a parody of her, didn't they?
Probably, yes.
Yes, I remember they did. I think it was with Starving Marvin.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I didn't watch much South Park, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
I don't know. I love South Park.
Rudy would know because Rudy knows every fucking thing. I'm fucking Scottish.
I don't remember watching All in the Family. No, I didn't watch All in the Family.
If anybody remembers me from a year ago, I never said a curse word on a mic. But after knowing some fucking British and Scottish, I fucking say fuck.
I think that's enough. The F words.
But you can't tell when I'm saying it in Scottish. It sounds like fuck.
No, you can. You can. Yeah, that's when they sent the goat to Iraq on South Park 2. The goat sounded like Stevie Nicks. It's true.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that is true. Oh, so I heard on the news today that Brett Favre is ill.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Mr. B broke the news yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that today on the news here.
So it proves YouTube's news is quicker than regular news. Yeah, Mr. B said it in Gen X Chef. Rudy says, Spike, watch your Irish.
Now, please, no more accents.
A little bit of brownie. Top of the morning to you. A little bit of Irish.
No, Spike, that's Indian, mate. That's Indian. Just leave it alone. Just leave the accents alone.
Hey, teacher, leave accents alone.
Yeah. So, I was saying, Brian, I heard that Brett Favre is ill.
Ralph Tresvant, he's talking to you.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. Sorry. Brett Favre is on what? He's what? I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Brett Favre is ill. He's been diagnosed with something.
I don't give a fuck about Brett Favre. He's an idiot.
Jesus Christ.
He's robbing people, stealing people's money for his own selfish things and lying about it. He just became not a very, very good, decent individual.
Oh, he's got Parkinson's disease.
He went from a 10 to a 0 real quick.
Damn, I don't know. I just know a football player.
Michael J. Fox has had Parkinson's forever. So just because you get Parkinson's doesn't mean it's a death sentence right away. He can probably live for 20 years.
I know my gran had Parkinson's, but I remember me taking the mick out of her one day. Then she walked up to me. This is an old 6-year-old woman, and I was in my 20s, and I went, "Oh, look at you, the shaky hand." She goes, "Oh, that's good, son." And I went, "I know," and took the mick out of her. Next thing you know, I didn't notice her other hand slapping me across the face. It was faster than George Foreman.
Yeah, no, not George Foreman. It was Muhammad Ali.
No, George Foreman had the faster jab than Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali was a better boxer, but George Foreman had the world's fastest jab at one point.
Okay, gotcha.
That's pretty good boxing knowledge there, is it not?
Some pretty good boxing knowledge there, Chief. I will give you that.
Yeah. That's what made it.
But I know you, so I'm not really that impressed. I just assumed you had it. So it's not that impressive.
No, that's what made his fights with Muhammad Ali so brilliant, because Muhammad Ali, fantastic boxer. Foreman, another fantastic boxer, but it was his jab that was scary.
Yes.
So Muhammad Ali had to do rope the dope. Because to wear him out.
Yes. And Foreman just fell right into his trap. He just he just boxed himself out and then let Muhammad Ali come back.
Yeah. And there was that. Who was the other boxer? The big white dude that fought Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali just could not knock him out.
Jack Dempsey.
I'm not too sure, but it's what the Rockies are based on.
Oh, I think that's Jack Dempsey or Rocky Marciano.
No, it wasn't Rocky Marciano. No.
It's got to be Jack Dempsey then. I think it's Jack Dempsey.
Because he was just soaking up all Muhammad Ali. He was giving. He couldn't touch him, but he just. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's who it is. I'll be honest with you. The fight that happened this past Saturday was a big upset to me. I mean, I did not see that coming.
Did you think? Wow.
Well, I've known that if you watch boxing, that Anthony Joshua does not have a sturdy chin. He's been hit though recently by some really big heavy punches, but not solidly. But he got rocked easily just by that chin. He got chin checked and he just crumbled like a cheap chair.
I think there has not been a great heavyweight boxer since Lennox Lewis.
I'm going to agree. I'm trying to think if you think like a linear heavyweight across and holds, majority if not all of the belts. I think Lennox Lewis was probably the last of the greatest.
He really was. Tyson Fury, dude almost knocked himself out. He's not. I don't rate him as a heavyweight. I know he was a champ for so long because there's been no great champions after him. There's been none great boxers. Who's that guy that knocked out that Lippy guy? He went after his Zelenov. Who's the guy who hit the boxer? Went hit Zelenov there. If you know that character.
Zelenov?
Yeah.
Are we talking about heavyweight?
He's not a heavyweight. Well, this guy Zelenov said he was the world's greatest boxer, and he's he had the fake belt and everything, and he was known for going around to gyms challenging people.
Oh, that guy, the white guy, that kept going around.
Charlie Z.
Yes, that's who it is. Yes. I saw him get in there with Deontay Wilder because he was talking about Deontay Wilder's daughter.
Yeah. And he got knocked out.
He got hurt bad. Ever talk about my daughter's name ever?
Yeah.
But he also got beat by an 18-year-old boxer. I don't know if you saw that one.
He also tried to fight. He fought Thingy Bob's father.
Oh, that's right, Mayweather's father, Mayweather Senior.
Yeah, yep. Mayweather Senior.
Mm-hmm.
Then he challenged. I think he looked like an ex-US Marine who was built like a. Let's say he was built like a wall and twice over.
Yeah.
And he tried to hit him, and this guy just put him in a headlock and went, "You didn't really want to do that, mate, did you?" Then they had
what?
Sorry.
But
no, sorry. Just you carry on.
Say that again.
No, you carry on because you're going to say something more.
No. I was actually going to say. So, did we kind of get on? Are we done with the subjects of the YouTube universe and all that kind of stuff?
I think we can, if we want to, we can carry on. If you wanted to, I mean.
I just didn't want to bore the audience with our boxing and sports talk. You know how Liz will go act sports and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, I think Liz will have heart failure knowing you're on here and she's not here.
Oh, yeah. Did we even let her know that I was there? I don't know if we even mentioned that.
No, she's going to kill us.
You're
a fan.
She definitely will be pissed. And I think she's not even logged on to Discord, so I don't know if she's even around.
She is logged on. No, don't know. She's not. Hold on.
Yeah, she's not logged on. Every time I see that Liz bot, I keep thinking it's Liz, but that's just Liz bot.
Yeah.
We need to rechange that name.
No, she's not. No, she's not there. I haven't seen Liz. Our Liz Lizard Breath. I'm seeing her around. Haven't seen her for a little while. I need to get a message.
Yeah, we need to check on Lizard Breath. You're right.
Yeah,
I sure have not.
checking her. And Vic was said he was going to turn up, but he hasn't.
Yeah, he was on earlier, wasn't he?
No, that was a message from earlier on before I came in.
I thought Dick Ferrari was online when I came in. Oh.
No. I haven't seen him unless he was in watching from the bushes.
Mm. So what else is going on? Because I'm probably gonna dip out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm gonna probably switch off pretty soon too. But there's nothing much really else going on. It's just the same thing, just different ways of doing it. If that makes sense.
It does make sense, and again, credit to you because when you have something to talk about, like the things that we were talking about early on, it makes me want to get out of my comfort zone and get back online and discuss things and have these intelligent conversations that matter. You know, people want to know, how do you figure out how to navigate through social media when you have people that want to come at you for real life stuff because they disagree with you or because you know said this or did this. It's a true thing. It's a real thing out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a point where you can disagree with someone. Disagree. You can write just say, oh, I mean, I've had people say I'm boring and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not the world's greatest. What's it called? I'm not the world's greatest talker. I'm not.
Mm-hmm. But you're not out trying to be everybody's cup of tea. You're in there doing your thing because this is something that you enjoy, and if people want to stand alongside of you and they enjoy it too, fine. If not, they have other opportunities to look elsewhere.
And I treat people with respect here.
Yeah.
I don't have people. I don't do trolling. You know.
Yeah. Right.
But sometimes there's a point there's a point in time when you've just got to stand up and make yourself counted, and they say, well, maybe we should talk about this. Maybe we should say it's wrong. You know, we can do this in a way where we're not degrading anybody or making fun. We're just calling them out for what they have done.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, again, if you just like anybody, it's like we're free game. If you want to go on another channel, or not you, but if anybody wants to go on another channel and they want to talk about the things that we talked about, or even critique the things that I've said, that's what we're doing. Fine, that's fair game. You're more than happy to go do those types of stuff. But what you can't do and should not do is to lie to maybe even fan the flames of someone who already doesn't like you and makes them want to go, oh, I already didn't like that, drinks and discussions. And now they told them something that I said about them, and now that's going to fan the flames, and they want to go real life. They want to pick up the phone, call somebody, or depend this or do that. So it's a very fine line that you have to walk when you're on YouTube, and I think being your authentically you, which you are, I think that kind of helps you to help keep at bay some of the things that are the people who are those types that want to go real life.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Spike and his panda.
I am too with the panda eyes.
It's thrown me off a little bit. But yeah, it's true, mate. But again, be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody you're not. When you pretend to be somebody you're not, that's when you get everybody having a go at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get people calling you out now.
Right.
And don't go running and hiding behind somebody's skirt and going, but they've been told. You've created this world yourself. This is what you've created on YouTube. This is how you presented yourself. You can't just chop and change and say, but I'm not that anymore now.
Right.
Like I said, you've helped to create this. Live with it. Deal with what you've done.
You gotta live with it. You can't just talk the talk. You gotta walk the walk. So even if you say I'm going to do an about face and I'm going to start doing something different, you can't just do lip service. You got to be about it.
Exactly. Own up to your things. If people are having
And
a
just
go,
because, and you know when as well as I know, you can't sit there and go, hey, I was a little out of pocket because we all were going to be that way sooner or later and on YouTube. You got to sit there and say, I was out of pocket. I'm sorry. And then you have to try not to do it again and again and again and again and again. Those are the things you got to watch out for. And who trolled AC last night?
I didn't watch it.
Liliana formed an entire troll brigade and trolled AC last night.
No
Wow.
way.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
she's
AC the troll himself?
That's not an easy thing to do.
Not only that, but she sent a gal over there to get on his panel and troll him on the mic.
Wow.
She's pretty sneaky, that Liliana.
Listen, Liliana, I apologize. I don't ever want Liliana to go real life on me. I apologize now. Sorry. We're friends, right? I don't want any, Brian didn't say anything negative. I wish I would have saw that. I have no love for AC. I've had talks with him, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Liliana, is she in the chat?
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Yeah, she still is. Yeah.
She's talking about it.
Is she trying to pretend that she wasn't even?
Yep, she said it was you, Spike. It was you.
It wasn't me. I'm in Scotland.
No, you're not.
I'm fucking Scottish.
Spike, if I ever had the money, I'd get you over to Scotland so you can see how beautiful Scotland really is, from Edinburgh to outside to the Highlands, going up from Stirling. You'd be so amazed and surprised. It is such a beautiful country.
Oh, see, she wants you to play the video. It's actually proving her guilt.
Yeah. I'm going to, Brian's getting tired, so I'm going to knock this off. Brian, do you mind holding back for a couple of minutes?
Absolutely. I'll hold that.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to end this. It's coming up for 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. We've had a good laugh. We've had a good chat. I've had talks about this. I don't like doing these long lives. Hopefully I've got a new video.
Hours is long.
Oh?
That's my fucking Scottish cheese.
Yeah,
and if you start doing more panels and stuff like that, and you give me some topics and stuff that if I can provide value, I don't mind joining you again. I mean, I'm not going to do any more live shows for a while for my channel, but I'll definitely, you're my guy, so I'll definitely jump on if you ever the need arises.
Yeah, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I've got a new crime video coming out. Like I said, I've got a new producer now, so he's doing my videos for me. So it's going to be a bit more professionally done that way. So if I'm writing the script, then I've got to put it through. So what I do is I get all the information that I want, and then put it through ChatGPT, because that's a good way of doing it. That's how I can do like a 20-minute script, and they can condense the information for me a bit better. So I'm going to do it that way, and just keep an eye out for the video. Keep an eye out for the shorts too. I'll have new shorts coming out as also. But everybody, thank you for all appearing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having a laugh. It's all been cool to everybody. Laura, it's been especially cool to see you because I haven't seen you in a long while. So everybody there, have a good night. No, and you all take care, and I'll see you soon somewhere and speak to you soon.
Slow down, Paul.
Good night, everybody.
That's the way I am. Good night, everybody.
Paul, if you wait 45 seconds, you're going to hit the 2-hour mark. Why don't you just do that?
Okay. So we're just waiting for the 2-hour
seconds.
Mark.
Sorry, my autism is kicking in. You got to hit the 2.
No, I understand.
Hit the fucking 2.
I was looking at that myself too.
I also wanted to say that I learned earlier, I was reading a book that the key to the universe
I know. You know what? We used to do that too. It's like you say something and then all of a sudden you drop and thinking like people are waiting for beta breath. Oh, they get disconnected.
Jesus. So it's only like a couple of seconds left. But everybody, thank you all for being here. Spike, your accent is absolutely crap, but I love you, mate. You're a good guy. Liliana, Nova, everybody else has been in the chat, and a special thanks to Brian for coming up. So
Absolutely.
Thank you all.
Yeah, anytime.
Yep. All right, there. Good night there, and all take care.
Good night, everybody.